10,
9, 8,
7,
6,
3,
2,
1.
0.
That's nice. Very cool. Remember to block the password. What's up, guys? We ready now for Supernova and Real match. Supernova did really great against Limbo. really great, actually. I'm excited to see them playing now against Real. Don't think I ever played against Real, but on a scrim, but I've played against some individual players on pubs, and they're doing good work as well.
Looks like we're still waiting for a couple of real players to pop in. Oh, here's another one.
Yep, we've seen just one more now. Looks like Laya also has a little bit of a connecting issue, as I do. Maybe they live far away from the servers, as I do. Not much that we can do about it. But as Willow said on another game, it's part of the game, right? We need to learn how to play around it, even when we have bad ping, or if we are going against someone that has a bad ping. So it's part of the game. Raptor Ryan is killing it. Killing it. Playing really well. Super fast, good aim. So what maps do we have? We have Canyon first, right? What are the other two? Ooh. Abyss then. Oh, okay. Okay. Now makes sense. Canyon, Waterway, and then Stadium if we need to. I'm excited to see how Supernova is gonna set up for Canyon. If they're gonna do double rockets or just one person. On launch. Oh yeah. Strategy time. Do you know Firehouse? Do you know Firehorse? Sorry. Do you know where which servers they're going at? If they're going like Western or European servers, or mm,
Yeah, I'm not sure. Somebody said something about them moving to Amsterdam for the second server, so I know we're in for a server change at least.
mm-hmm. So first one it's on New York, correct? And the second Amsterdam. Is that right?
I think that's correct, yeah. Someone in chat might be able to correct us, but I think that's correct.
Cool. Consuela needs to clean the servers. Yes, lemon pledge power. Yeah, as Castle said, Supernova is doing really well. Really, really well. We had a really hard time against them on our match. Raptor Ryan going with the pistols, killing everybody. Oh, he start usually. I don't know if that's a common practice, but he starts with nail gun and just takes a lot of people, and then he goes for pistols. I've seen Push doing a great job with rockets. I think Mendo as well, if I'm not mistaken. Not really aware of real strategy yet, but we're gonna see this game. On this game.
Hello, hello.
Nice. Hey, Castle.
Fun.
Glad you joined.
Yeah. It's looking a little empty in here for a commentating booth. I thought LBS was going to be in here soon, so I guess I'll just take his spot till it comes in. Or where is LBS? This is his team. He said he was going to be here.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm still the new guy.
he just had to duck out. I think he's coming back.
Ah, okay, sounds good. Yeah, it's been Supernova have gotten a lot of changes lately. They're pretty stacked this season. Yeah, I played with a lot of these players. Mr. Popular in pubs, Mando, Push. I've seen those guys in pubs a lot lately. Absolute killers. Raptor Ryan, he was one of the top 10 players in my mind back when I first started, early 2021. So good to see him back. And then Boydoy, of course. Pretty predominant presence in the league. So yeah, should be a good match. It'll be interesting to see what Real can come up with and to counter this. But in a way, you could almost say Real has almost veteran status as a team, over Supernova. So they might be able to come up with some strats to counteract. So you never know. Never know. What maps are we playing? I'm not sure if I saw that. Would you say Crater? Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was surprised if we saw a Crater this season, but I wouldn't mind it. Little change from the norm. Are they gonna ever? 'Cause I don't think for a tiebreaker they're gonna do any Craters. I know they did one last season for like one of the finals. It could be cool. I'm personally against using Crater as a tiebreaker just because of the meta I found out when we were playing in the TDM league. But it's still a fun map. After Ryan's gearing to go. Got the energy, got to get that blood pumping and moving.
Prepare to start.
Okay, let's go. 20-second countdown. Boydoy with railguns. Push already with the rockets. Mr. Popular shocks. Yeah, looks like Raptor Ryan's going with nail guns again. Can do a lot of damage with those.
2, 1, go.
Nice shots.
First elimination.
Shotguns. Good move by Leia to dash off the cart. A lot of teams tend to just tank the first wave of red that come in, and it's actually fine when you're starting out this early. You can just tank those shots because of spawn advantage and really go for the kill. But Leia's got some good moves on cart. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Leia?
Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, Leia.
It looks like Real's taking a very kind of defensive stance, almost trying to bait Red into coming. Red's not really pushing up too far early on, so it seems to be working for now. Kart's been moving almost non-stop, so not a bad strat. At this point, they really need to start pushing up. Yeah, and it looks like they are, because now they're gonna have to contend with that rail right there. And if they don't get control of this, the mixture of heavies that like the rockets coming in, they could set up and just hit against that wall versus the presence in that, I don't know, chaos lobby room. They could get stuck here, but Real is making time. Kart is barely stopped. I'm not really
They're
sure what's
making a
going on.
good- Go ahead.
What
Go
was
ahead.
that? Oh no, yeah, you go for it. You go for it. I've just been talking nonstop.
No, no worries. I was going to say that Rio's making a good job of always having someone like to back it up the cart, making sure there's always someone on it.
Absolutely, and that's important. You put priority onto cart. A lot of the best teams will sign people to cart, and really looks like what Real's doing. But these heavies are finally putting a stop point to this push that Real has. So Real has to get organized, clear the area, and then get a push going. And it doesn't look like that's what's happening right now.
Push is doing a great job with that rocket and the pistol. He's getting kills with both. It's really rare to see that.
I've never seen someone like alternate between weapons like this as effectively as Push has. This is insane.
Yeah,
Getting kills with a
it is.
pistol, one rocket, one. I've never seen someone do this effectively. Crazy.
Yeah, first time for me as well. God damn.
How many kills is he on? He's 10-2 right now. 11-2. Insane.
Wow. Good job, Push. Great job.
Finally goes down. And you see the moment he goes down, then they finally start getting some momentum. It looks like they're about 1 minute behind, so 3 minutes at the bends. Still possible, but for Canyon, this is where things really start to slow down. So they need to get moving a little faster. At this point, this is when you have to get into that flank and start taking over dashes. See one Real player already. So for him, he's going to want to get back as quickly as possible and just start causing as much havoc and disruption towards the... And there he goes. And he's back on cart. Oh, but he gets taken out by rockets. Unfortunate.
Good defense by Supernova.
Absolutely. They've got their position set, their hooks deep into that lobby. And they are not letting it go. The issue with Canyon and why it is notorious for being extremely difficult to get past checkpoint is simply because you've only got two main pathways. You've got multiple health pickups. You've got no dashes towards the blue team, which is very unique for Canyon, because even on Launchpad, they've got at least one dash
Yeah,
pick.
that's what I find the most difficult part about pushing, the fact that you have no dashes. That makes it really hard. Because it slows you down, because if you save the 3 or even 2 dashes to go in, as you should to save at least 2, it takes you a long time to get there.
That's exactly what's happening right now. Real's having a lot of difficulty getting mobility just because of the lack of dashing ability they have on blue. And we see it time and time again. It looks like they're just trickling. They might have called for a group up, but sometimes the in-game comms can make it difficult for group ups. So even a really well-timed group up can look like a trickle because of how delayed comms can be.
And one thing that Supernova is doing really well is protecting that only dash zone on the back door. They always got one guy there, and if someone goes up, see? If someone goes there, they call for another one. That makes it really hard to get space.
Exactly. That's high-level meta play there. Joy pushing in, causing some havoc on the main rail. And this is typically a strat you see by mismatches, is when you can actually push into their spawn as aggressively as that and still be set up.
9, 8, 7, 6,
5 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Red
That's
team
it.
wins.
Great job by
Excellent.
Supernova.
Excellent defense by Supernova. Absolutely. Mando,
Let-
Sides.
top scoring for his team, and Push going 19-4, top killing in the map right now.
Prepare to
Actually,
start.
Rock manages to go positive too. I didn't see that, but going positive on blue on early pre-checkpoint canyon is super impressive. So shout out to Rock.
I'm still super impressed by Push going double guns so well with that rocket and the pistol. I think I saw 2 or 3 headshots with that pistol. Really great job.
Elimination.
I know. I wonder if he'll develop a new meta that way. I know it's something we try to like experiment with, like maybe one shock or something, but it is not easy. So it looks like they're taking also a slightly more passive, and this is what you want to do for the red team. You don't want to rush in before the cart is out of spawn. You almost want to give it time to even get past that curve, so you don't lose that initial bonus you have with the extra dashes for your whole team. Of course, it looks like red are being a little bit too passive. The cart's been moving really consistently. And now coming around the bend, blue's going to start to push. Going to start pushing up, or they should start pushing up, getting control, not letting that rail get under red control. It looks like that's exactly what they're doing.
Raptor Ryan with the nail guns. He's a beast with those.
Absolutely.
Triple stack in party bus. Let's go.
You can tell when someone's a staple or the nail gun main, whether or not they're kind of a vet, because considering
Great dash.
like even with the damage drop off that they added a while back, he's still using it with great efficacy.
Supernova making great time. Great time. Getting to the curve with the 4-minute mark.
Gives them plenty of time to get to checkpoint.
I don't see rockets on real side. Do they have one? Okay, now I saw them.
Dangerous position. All right, looks like real set back up in health room. This is a good opportunity for them to really hold Supernova. If they set in deep, they could still manage to eke a win out here if they just prevent. They really need to, as soon as it goes around the bend, they got to start putting people on cart. Because if they don't, Supernova can literally just put people on cart. You don't have to even. It looks like he's. Yeah, it looks like it's
Power play?
only temporary. Yes, at this point, Supernova just need to constantly have people on cart. Even if they die, those tiny pushes will get them past checkpoint.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Raptors Ryan's
Little by
doing.
little.
It's like pushes deep into their deep behind.
Berkey got him.
Gets taken out. Yeah. One interesting thing I see a lot of disruptors do is they will push deep back into the far side of Canyon to grab those 2 dashes, which is almost excessive. Like if you can get back there and go immediately to kind of the checkpoint, like above the rocket spawn, you can get back quicker. So you
Yeah.
almost waste a lot of time going that far back. Now the
Yeah,
benefit
Go ahead,
you
go
do
ahead.
have is you do get to come back with full dashes, as opposed to if you do that quick route to get to the checkpoint, you do kind of burn a lot of dashes, but the time.
And you're not actually like necessarily taking the dashes away from blue because it's really rare to see someone go back there to grab the dashes and and go back to the
Exactly.
fight.
Biggest, they got it. Yep. Now they're going for
Now it's
MMR.
for MMR. Yeah.
Yeah. Jinx.
Say
The
Consuela,
biggest
so
thing you want from like a really deep disruption like this is to try to pull as many red as possible. But if you notice that red's not following you, as is the case with Real, and you can tell Real is very objective oriented, not following those disruptors,
Checkpoint.
it's a useless point. So checkpoint with 1:30, I believe. It's excellent time for Supernova.
Push is
They're
already
going
going
for that
ahead.
spawn lack. Looks like they
Yep.
weren't quite able to get it. That can almost give you like a whole entire minute of just free pushing, but now they're going to be struggling because Real is all around. Real have the dash pickup control at this point.
That was good communication right there, because Push had no reason to jump on that rail unless someone told him that someone was there. And he got the kill because of it.
Blue really has to control the dash pickups, and it looks like they did. They have control of the area. If you can get control of the dash pickups, that's essentially a free ride until you get to under the rafters.
Oh, got a shield on cart.
Great area control. This is high level meta play going on right now.
Yeah, we can confidently say that Supernova is one of the top teams right now. They're doing a great job in every match they're playing.
Mr. Popular going on a little kill streak with the SMGs. Always good to see. Even if I'm not personally a fan of SMGs. Still love a good SMG streak. Rock deep in their flank, but he's not, hopefully not too far, because it looks like Hart was moving in the time that he was disrupting. But at this point, they got to start putting people into the attic area, because you wanna start trapping them in their spawn. But it looks like they're not having to worry about that too much. Cart's just been moving. Double shield strat too. That's interesting. You don't see a lot of teams just have constant shield users on Cart, especially with heavies and especially on Canyon. It's just not something you see. But they're making it work.
Yes, Supernova's doing a great job. Cleaning the card, keeping it clean, moving fast. That's lemon pledge power right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're keeping Crusher in the basement. Trying to clear the area. But it looks like in that time clearing, they still weren't able to get the heavies. So heavies, I believe, are still up.
Yo, Fire, am I muted? Someone comment that they can only hear Castle.
I can hear you,
Okay.
Avalesh.
That is good.
Of course, I'm in the Discord call with you, so. So Real are getting a really decent hold here. Cart's not been moving almost the last entire minute. Mainly probably because they were able to set up those heavies. I wonder if heavies just got taken down, because we're starting to see some movement. Yep, shocks are down, so potentially some really good movement in the next 30 seconds here. They can get on Cart. Oh, but it looks like blue were all taken out, so they got to reorganize and start over. And then contend with heavies once again. Mr. Popular aiming to get those heavies. Finally gets taken down. But approaching 91% with 3.5 minutes, plenty of time to make 100%. They just do organized pushes, they'll get that 100 and get that huge MMR boost.
That
I gotta be right back.
That shield proven really useful over there. Blocked a lot of shots and kept the card moving. Oh, they need someone on the cart. Nice. Great job by Push going around the cart and disappearing. Now he's back. He's down. Wow.
Wins.
Great job, Supernova. Great job. Top score, Mendo and Rock. Rock getting 49 kills in that tough game. Great job, Rock. Great job. Now we move on to Waterway.
Waterway needs cleaning. Time for Waterway now.
Oh, I think they are. Or are they swapping someone from Real?
I had to go there for a second.
Yep, they're switching.
So what server was that before? Was that New York? Okay. So for Supernova, that was a good choice. For a lot of the payload maps, you want kind of that ping advantage because they tend to be a little bit closer. As opposed to Waterway, the ping doesn't matter as much unless you're really deep into their enemy base a lot. Otherwise, the long distance tends to negate a lot of the ping advantage. Except for Corey. If you're Corey, you want as good a ping as possible.
Sorry, I had to go there myself for a little bit, but I'm back now.
Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, we can expect to see some really great things from Supernova. If they manage to take this next map, it's like the next cycle, they'll be in Dasher tier, so it'll be fun to play with them. Hopefully we get matched with them. I'd love to play against Supernova.
I think Real's gonna have a higher chance now in Waterway. The reason is I didn't see much heavy coming from Real on this match. A lot of them with pistols. So they can probably do more damage on Waterway now. Let's see how it goes.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully see a win here from Real, because I don't think we've yet to see a control point. Love to see a control point. And Real have the ping advantage as well. So they can keep the close counters and stop the pistol sniping that tends to happen on Waterway. You have a real chance here.
Yeah, and I feel like the ping difference makes more difference even on Waterway because it's a more aggressive map, more fast-paced than Canyon. So
Well, actually, I think you missed it. I literally said the opposite earlier.
really? Oh, can you
Yeah.
explain that to me then? Well, why do you think so?
So, the main reason is because the payload maps tend to be more close counter, whereas with Waterway, the meta tends to be with long distance. So shooting from B to the enemy base, shooting from enemy base to enemy base. You can get an entire clear on B without ever even touching B. So if you can utilize those long sight lines and those sniping positions, you can negate a lot of the ping differences. Now, of course, if you do have ping advantage, your benefit will come from getting really close and dirty with the other person, you know? Kind of not letting them get set up like that. Another thing to consider is with a lot of the payload maps, you have to contend with heavies, and heavies with high ping, they just don't mesh well together. Because for one, rockets are server sided, so anyone with ping will have this the rocket benefit. And that really played out with Supernova, being able to get those multiple rockets up and multiple rocket kills.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. As I said, I'm new here, still learning a lot. So thank you for that.
No, yeah, it is what it is. You learn over time. And I mean, the point you did make about like being very aggressive is the benefit you could get from Waterway if you played it right. So you are absolutely right. Just in general, I think you could get more of a benefit from payload.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we have to shoot them now.
Yes, I agree. We have to shoot them more.
Yes, we need to take advantage of the ping now.
Yes, I agree. You have to take advantage of the ping.
Can you see this pistol? Yeah, the skin looks great. It's golden.
Yeah, I can see it. Look, you're doing great.
I love
That's
the
what I
golden
imagine
pistols.
what they're saying.
Yeah, golden pistols are great. I used to rock the golden pistols for a long time, but ever since they brought the banana skin pistols, it's like, what? What are golden pistols? Give me that banana skin.
I really like the, I think it's Elite, right? The white one. I really enjoy them, but since I used them for a long time and a lot of people are using them now, I got a little bit like tired of it, and I'm going with the Urban
Everyone
now.
uses the what? The urban?
The Urban, yeah, correctly.
I don't know if I have those. I'll have to check them out. I
Oh,
got
they're
like
cool.
300. Got 300 credits I gotta spend, so maybe I'll wait for those and pick them
Yeah,
up.
they are the blue ones with like the a yellow spray, yellow
Oh, I
graffiti.
have seen those. Oh yeah, push rocking the yellow, the banana skin. Represent. I like the really bright colors on my pistols because that way they just pop up in your periphery a little easier. You never lose track of them. Sometimes with some of the dark colors, you can like slightly lose track and go. If you use the guns in that way, you know, kind of line up.
Yeah, the gun hold.
But I mean, a lot of people it doesn't even matter. For a lot of people, they instinctively just point their guns in the direction. So it looks like Supernova brought in Anonymous. I remember Anonymous starting last season. He's a rec room player, mechanical skills.
Oh, I have a question for you, Castle. That
Yeah,
is a
absolutely.
very curious player. So about gun holds, right? I believe that for someone that is starting at the game to have a very consistent gun hold, like for example Quesex, right? He always keep his
Yeah.
guns like at the same position, and if he has to shoot someone on the side, he turns, right? So he moves his body. What I do is I use the A-frame, but when someone is on my side, I twist my wrists to shoot. I don't actually necessarily turn my body. So when you don't have like the muscle memory yet and you're starting at the game, I think you have a better shot, better shot, pun not intended, having a higher accuracy by having them as QuestX does. But for now, I think, and this is me asking you, right? Not making a statement.
Yeah.
I believe it's better once you get more like a feel for the bullets and more muscle memory to have this freedom of moving your hands and knowing where the shot will go, right? Because it allows you to adjust faster to shoot. So, what do you think? That's my take on it. What do you think?
Honestly, when it comes to gun holds, everyone's got the preference. I really don't believe there's any one dominant gun hold over another. I've got my personal preference. If someone were to ask me, like, what do you think is the best way to start out? my recommendation would be to almost adopt kind of a stock hold, in which case you set your guns into a single position, and you use that position the whole time. I would almost minimize twisting your wrist, but that's just me. That way you know consistently where your shots are going to get grouped, where they're going to go, and then try to your arms as a unit and your whole body as a unit. But then again, you see players like Rekko and Moon twisting their guns this way and that in close range encounters all the time. So, yeah, honestly, if you can twist and make it efficient, I mean, there's nothing to say you shouldn't do that.
Right.
But I do see a lot of players that do rely on the twisting, and their shots tend to have a lot of spread to them. They're not really good and clustered like you would hope to see. So it's a toss-up. I'd say experiment, try a stable gun hold. Really don't like it, then find one that's just comfortable for you.
Yeah, the reason why I ask is for if there are any like very new, because I'm a new player, but the very, very new players that are like below level
you don't
40.
play like that.
Yeah, like that. Like when I was starting, I always, because it's hard to aim on Hyperdash, right? Because that's a big part of the game, right?
There you go. Yes, sir.
Oh, nice. Let's go. As I was saying, it's really hard to aim. So when I was starting, I always felt like, oh, I need to get the right gun hold because that's why I cannot shoot straight. But it's part of the game. Like it's a lot of muscle memory, and what you
It's a lot
said,
of muscle memory.
I agree with you. Like have it steady and focus on that, having it very steady. Like find a gun hold where you can keep more precision, even if you have to turn your whole body. I think it's going to be better for you learning, like to get through the learning curve.
One good example is Gamer Smash. He is well known for pinning his arms right up against his chest in order to kind of get that stable. He rarely ever moves from his kind of stock position. Anyways, back to the match. Pushing deep into their base and managed to get 2 picks. Excellent rush by Push. But
oh, good job by Mando. Stealing resources.
Deep in their base. Looks like they just now have to get B.
Oh, great job, Mando.
Mando with that mad dashing in the enemy base, causing a ton of havoc.
Ooh, going back to B. That's interesting.
Probably on comms, someone called out to get B, so sometimes the problem is with comms, if you call out a B, everyone rushes. It's better to get like almost a button assignment if you can, so you don't have to make those calls. The pace seems to be very dictated. Seems to be very dictated by Supernova right now. I've yet to see a real push towards the blue side, whereas blue are just constantly sending in. But real are benefiting from the good defense they have. They've cleared out Supernova almost 2-3 times already, and Supernova are trickling in, so they're not really able to get that momentum that they're hoping for.
Wow, great headshot again.
Ooh. Water death. Hate to see it.
The water is cold.
I suspect so. Good thing we're robots and we don't feel anything, hopefully.
All this technology cannot make water resistant.
Underdog having a difficulty setting up. Supernova countering with some decent sniping of their own. You see a blue streak. Ooh,
great
nice
shot.
Underdog. Oh, gets taken out. What you want to do on Waterway is if you can get into their base and slowly take out kills, you want to get that button pushed as quickly as possible. Because if you can get kill, then push the button, get the kill, push the button, you can essentially lock in each player one by one.
Red team
And it looks like that's what Supernova was trying to do, but they were not quite able to stay in the base long enough to like, get a good lock.
Red takes B. Blue takes B. Red takes B.
Supernova really has the other team, Real, locked down in their base. They're having difficulty getting out because of all the disruption and all the resources they're taking away from Real, their dash pickups and their health pickups.
Red takes B.
But Real are still managing to hold on, so Supernova's got to get organized. Maybe do some group ups at B or
Red takes B.
try a full group push. See if they can knock Real off there for a second.
Takes B.
Nice headshot by Boy Doy. Real finally pushed in. They have both their base and Supernova's base. Countdown finally by Real.
Blue takes
Yeah, Rio's doing a way better job now on Waterway. Good for them. Good to see.
blue team scores. Countered.
Hopefully we can see that control point.
Countered. Red team scores. Countered. Blue team
Another
scores
countdown.
in 3.
Oh, back-to-back countdown.
Blue team countered.
Yeah, get low and hold that button.
Blue team scores in 3. Countered. Blue team score countered. Blue team
Woo.
In my opinion, there are two cardinal commandments when it comes to Waterway. Hold the button and don't ride rails. So
red takes B.
Wouldn't you say and don't go back?
and don't go back. Yes, I agree.
Red
Yeah.
takes
3 cardinal rules. 3 cardinal commandments.
blue takes B.
You are absolutely right. Trying to get that pick. Waiting for that head to pop up so I can finally take him out.
Red takes B. Blue
Interesting that the green dot is not showing on the screen, but he knows where it is.
3.
Yeah, that's...
Countered.
Oh, Real getting... Oh, another countdown. Almost had that.
Scores.
Another countdown.
2. 1.
Hold that button.
Countered. Red team.
Oh, almost
so
had
close.
it be.
2. 1. Countered.
So the casting POV isn't quite what you see from their POV sometimes. So even if you can't see the green dot, he most likely can.
Oh, I
But
didn't
with
know
these-
that.
That's why a lot of things can look a little weird. Reaction specifically, sometimes you wonder, like, how did they not react to that? Well, it can look very different from their actual POV. So you don't always get
Oh,
that
for sure.
experience.
If you watch me playing, you're gonna wonder why I keep shooting a blank spot like for so long. It's because for me they're still there.
Red team.
Real in the base. Multiple countdowns. Real has a good opportunity here to get a point if they can just muster their offense up. They have Supernova pushed back. They're stealing the resources. Supernova not able to really get out.
Blue takes C.
So actually it looks like they do have one in the enemy base. So I don't know if they've called it out. No, he snuck in. One blue in the Real base. Finally gets taken out.
Blue takes B.
Nice shot by Push.
Scores in 3. 2.
Oh, Team White.
Well, Team White.
Wins this round.
Nice work by Supernova.
Red base is cleared. It's clean.
Got
Lemon
Thunderdog.
Pledge
Top scoring 20 and 8 for Real, which should make sense with his base defense and sniping. Surprisingly, he also has the top score. I wasn't able to quite catch who was top scoring for Supernova.
Team scores in 3.
Alright, they need to hold that button.
1.
Get on it.
Blue team.
Oh, excellent,
Ooh.
excellent hold by Push. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. So that is
That was
exactly
really
the perfectly timed push that I've been waiting to see.
Match point.
That, yeah, you
Good
cannot, that is
button.
textbook.
Blue
I
takes
can't,
C.
yeah.
First
Wow, that
elimination.
was a great work push. You just won that for your team. So if you're in a highly contested situation like that, you need to wait till almost the last possible cycle before you hold it down. However, if you do have multiple teammates, you early hold that button. And Bush knew exactly what to do in that situation.
Countered. Blue takes A. Red takes A. Blue takes B.
One important thing is not to let the double score to kill your mental
Blue team
fortress.
scores in 3, 2.
Anonymous needs to
Countered.
get on a button.
Blue team scores in 3,
Nope.
2.
If there's a countdown, unless you're trying to go for momentum for the enemy base, you should not stray away from a button.
Yeah.
Ooh, barely manages to get back on there.
Blue team
And that's exactly why you don't ride a rail.
Blue takes B. Blue countered.
Another countdown. Oh, counter to B, yep.
Blue
Nice
team
dash.
scores in 3. Countered. Red takes A. Blue takes A. Blue team countered. Blue team scores in
If you can go to B,
Blue team
grab a dash and rush to B.
And Push get it? Not quite. He's got to get out of there. Get it and go.
Blue
Take their
team
dashes.
score countered.
Ooh, excellent kill before it gets taken out. Inzion riding that rail immediately is taken out. Once again, why you do not ride the rail.
Blue team score countered. Blue team scores in 3.
Hold that button.
1.
Hold it.
Blue team
Excellent. And Supernova
Great
takes
job.
it 3-0 with at the 15-minute mark. Great showing. And last, and a great final kill by Boy Doy, headshot and button hold. Boy Doy representing for Supernova, high score and highest kills. Thunderdog going 21 and 14, also with almost a 2,000 point margin over the rest of his teammates. So great showing, which is interesting to see for someone in the kind of the base defense role. That goes to show just how aggressive Supernova was, him getting that many button pushes while still sniping.
Yeah, and the difference on the strategy, because the score is not very fair. It's pretty even, but was a 3-0. That's strategy right there.
You may have the same number of button pushes, but it's where the button pushes are that counts. And the timing as well. But either way, great work by both teams. It was an excellent match to watch.
It was. Great job, guys.
But yeah, more on the docket today. We still got Loop versus O later on, I believe, in, I want to say an hour from now. So that'll be a good one. Loop really tearing it up, hoping to break into the top 5. Then we got Emu versus Zara. Is that later on today? I can never really figure out the GMT plus stuff. So
Yeah, it's later on. It's let me see on.
It's
what
in an
is
hour and a
on-
half.
okay.
I'll be casting
Yeah.
that one as well.
Nice. All right, we'll be looking forward to tuning into both, seeing what these teams can pull out. All right, well, good job today. I gotta head out. I got my pizza. It's gonna get cold, so I gotta eat it. You guys have
See
a
you
great
guys.
one.
Thanks, guys.
You too.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Bye bye.